Is Sanford, North Carolina a good place to live?
I think it is.
Is it?
Excuse me.
Well, today I'm going to give you 10 things that you should know before buying a home in Sanford, North Carolina. I'm going to talk about the crime. I'm going to talk about school systems, cost of living, home prices, just to name a few things. If you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Sanford or surrounding areas, please reach out to me. The team and I would love to help you. So the first thing we're going to talk about is location of Sanford. Sanford is in a great location, I believe, because you're right in between two bigger cities, one being Fayetteville, one being Raleigh, which is the capital of North Carolina. Now, Raleigh is a little bigger than Fayetteville. You're looking about a good 35 to 40-minute drive from both of those cities. Now, the population in Sanford is about 31,000 people, but it is a growing city. I know I said earlier it's a small city, but it is a growing city. Sanford has grown 1.32% annually, and in the last 3 years, it has grown 4%. A lot of people like living in Sanford because it is close to Fort Liberty, which is our largest military base.
Fort Bragg or wherever it was they dumped them.
On the East Coast. You're maybe a good 30 to 35-minute drive to Fort Bragg, or Fort Liberty, I'm sorry. Since we talked about location, next thing I'm going to talk about is a lot of people think Sanford is a boring city, not a lot of things to do there. I must agree there's not a lot there to do, but like I said earlier, with you being so close to Raleigh and to Fayetteville, you can definitely travel, 35, 40-minute drive to those places if you're looking for entertainment, nice restaurants, and for things to do entertainment-wise. Now, I'm not saying that there's nothing to do in Sanford. They do have a movie theater, of course, and they've got fun things to do, restaurants, downtown area, and things like that. Just not a lot as in for Fayetteville and for Raleigh. So definitely check out downtown Sanford. Go out there, take a walk around downtown, grab an ice cream, a cold beer, and just check out the shops, that they have down there. They have sell a lot of antique stuff and a lot of newer things too. So next thing I go to is the crime in Sanford. Now I'm going to switch over to a website called Neighborhood Scouts to kind of break it down for you guys. All right, so we're inside Neighborhood Scouts, and here is the crime data for Sanford. As you can see right here, we are ranked number 15, 100 being the safest. So not a very good number, obviously. You look at number of crimes, violent crimes, property crimes, 711 total. You look at crime rate per 1,000 residents. Violence 2.31, crime and property crime, so on. As we scroll up here, we're going to be compared to the not national average, but to North Carolina's average, which are pretty good numbers. You see right here, we're at 231, and North Carolina average is 4.3 for violent crime. So very good there for Sanford. Chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime is 1 in 432, compared to North Carolina in general, 102 is 1 out of 232. If we get on property crimes, a little higher. We are neck and neck with North Carolina, 23.18, 22.4. So we're a little higher than North Carolina as an average. Chance of becoming a victim of a property crime in Sanford is 1 out of 43, 1 out of 45 out of North Carolina. Next thing I talk about is going to be home prices. Now, full disclosure, I'm a real estate agent, so if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Sanford or invest, please reach out to me. The median price range for a home in Sanford is around $322,000. And you're probably asking yourself, what do I get for that? Well, it could vary. You're looking at 3 to 4 bedroom home, and I've seen some homes ranging from 1,500 square feet up to 2,200 square feet. So obviously, location is going to make a big difference.
It's location, location, location.
Sanford, the city of Sanford is, very small, like 31,000 people, but Lee County is very big. So if you're looking at getting a house out in the county area, rural area, more country areas, it's going to be a lot cheaper than in the city. Next thing I talk about in Sanford is going to be the weather. Now, we get all 4 seasons, which is great, but during the summertime, it does get humid here. So if you're not used to that, it's hard to get used to. I've lived for 35 years in North Carolina, so even I've not got used to it. I don't think there's ever a chance of getting used to it, but you just kind of tolerate it. But our spring and fall are fantastic, and the weather's usually around, 75, 80 degrees during spring and fall. In our wintertime, it usually doesn't get below 30 degrees too much, and we don't get a lot of snow here, if any at all.
No more shoveling snow.
And with our great weather and where you're at in Sanford, you can definitely travel to the beach. It'd probably be about a 3-hour drive to Wilmington, 3.5-hour drive to Myrtle Beach, which is in South Carolina. Or if you're looking to head to the mountains, Asheville, Boone, you're probably looking at about a 4 to 5-hour drive. So definitely, a weekend trip to either of those places would be great. And it wouldn't take you much time to get there, and you can definitely enjoy the nice scenery at the beach or in the mountains, depending on whatever gets your attention. Next thing I talk about are going to be the allergies. Now, these are tough because, it's the pollen season and just allergies in general. My wife and my son, it doesn't affect me too much, I don't think, but for them, it's terrible. They are sneezing and coughing and hacking, and when their pollen season hits, it's even worse for them. I think my son uses the excuse not to cut the grass, but that's okay. So definitely be aware if you have bad allergies, North Carolina may not be the area for you. Definitely check into those things more detail before you move out here. Next thing we talk about are going to be the public schools in Lee and Sanford County. Now, as a real estate agent, due to the Fair Housing Act, I'm not allowed to give you my opinion about a certain school. What I can do is provide you some data. So we're going to check out a website called niche.com, and also going to check out another website provided by North Carolina called North Carolina Reports on Demand. So here I am at niche.com, and it talks about the town of Raeford, and it gives an overall B average for everything. As you see, public schools here are rated B, housing B minus, good for families, crime and safety, nightlife, and diversity. So we're going to go over schools real quickly, and I'm also go to another website about schools called North Carolina Report on Demand. So these are the top public schools that they're listing in Sanford. Lee Early College A, Apex Friendly Middle School, Oakview Middle School A minus, Northwood High School A minus, and Horton Middle School A minus. And you can also go to niche.com and take a look at each public school in general if you would like to. And niche.com is a pretty good website, third-party website. Because like I said earlier, due to the Fair Housing Act, I'm not allowed to give you my opinion on crime or schools or neighborhoods or anything like that dealing with real estate. But I definitely can provide data for you. This is a good website that I use. And here is the next website I use. It's called North Carolina Reports on Demand. And it gives you every school in North Carolina. So even if you're not moving to Lee County, and you're moving to Cherokee, or you're moving to Ashe, or you're moving to Pitt County, it gives you every public school and charter schools in North Carolina. And this is provided by North Carolina's education. So here are the list of schools I've got listed for 2022, all grades, both type. I've got charter and district. And you can just go to this website right here, and it gives you the school rating. Because like for Ascend Leadership Academy, Lee County, got a C+. You can click on their website, and it breaks it down even further from performance from last year to this year. As you can see, academics not met in 2019, and then in 2022 met. So very big improvement there. This will give you an example of one of those schools. Broadway Elementary got a D+. You got an F over here. East Lee Middle School. Let's click on that. Very bad scores here. Not met, not met, not met. Wow, this is not good for that school. What was it called? East Lee Middle. Lee County High School, D+, or D, not D+. Like it really matters at that point. So as you tell, these schools are not the best according to these ratings by North Carolina. And I'll drop a link of this link, and all these links will be dropped in the description below and in the comments below. So definitely check that out if you want to take a look at it. The next thing I talk about is going to be the cost of living in Sanford. Now I'm going to compare Sanford to Raleigh, North Carolina, and to Fayetteville. Just kind of show you the difference, and definitely you should use this website. It's called Numerae. Compared it to the city or state you live in right now to make sure when you move here, if you're keeping the same salary and same type of job, that you're not paying more or if you're paying less. So check out this website. That's the website I use to compare cost of living. Now I'm going to compare Raleigh to Sanford. As you see, meals, expenses in a restaurant, you're looking at Raleigh, looking at about $20, and Sanford looking at $16. So not, a little bit of difference, but not much. Meal for two, looking at 85 compared to 50. McDonald's, a little more expensive at Sanford, which is kind of strange. Domestic beers, a lot cheaper in Sanford. You're talking almost half off. Imported beers, a little cheaper. Cappuccinos, things like that. Wow, $2.88. Coke, even a Coke or Pepsi's, man, cheaper there too. And if you're looking at going to grocery shopping, if you're looking at in Sanford compared to Raleigh, you're looking at $3.60, $3.36. Look for bread, $3.62, $2.99. As you can see here, you can see comparing the two what's going on here. Transportation. There's no public transportation other than a local bus system that runs Monday through Friday. So definitely you're going to need a car in Sanford, I believe, scooter, moped, or bicycle. And right now, the local gas is around $3.20 a gallon at the top of this video. So definitely keep that in mind wherever you're coming from. If you look at utilities here, $2.59 in Raleigh and $2.18 in Sanford. Internet, we're about the same. And I'm going to go up here and compare it to Fayetteville. All right, compared to Fayetteville, a little more expensive than for meals, and well, for one meal, an expensive restaurant. Look at McDonald's, I think that's wrong. $8 cheaper in Fayetteville for McDonald's Happy Meal. Beer's a little cheaper in Fayetteville. Well, imported beer. A quarter cheaper for domestic. If you're looking at going to the grocery store. A little cheaper in Sanford for some milk. A little for bread's cheaper in Fayetteville. So it kind of balances out. You're looking at rice, a little more expensive in Fayetteville. Beef is cheaper in Fayetteville, looks like. Things like that. So, of course, Fayetteville's got more public transportation. Not much more, but a little more public transportation. So definitely, if you're looking at Sanford, you definitely need a car. Next thing I talk about is going to public transportation in Sanford, North Carolina. Now, they do have it. It's Monday through Friday, and it's a system called Colts. They start at 7 a.m. and it ends at 6 p.m. Definitely check out this website below for more information about Colts. But that's the only public transportation we have here. We don't have any subways. Like I said, Sanford's a small little town, so no subways. You definitely have taxis, Ubers, Lyfts, things like that. But you're definitely going to need a car or a bike or a scooter or moped to get around Sanford. The next thing I talk about is going to be a large company that's moving here that's going to create at least 7,500 jobs by 2024 to 2025.
Wow.
600 acres of an industrial park to build their company. The name of the company, I believe, is pronounced Bharat, B-H-A-R-A-T. So that's definitely some exciting news if you're looking for a job in the Sanford area. Of course, a lot of people work in Raleigh or Fayetteville or Fort Liberty and commute to Sanford. So definitely, if you want to get a job in Raleigh, they've got the Apple company there now with about 1,000, 2,000 employees. They've got Google in Durham, which has about 1,000 employees. You got Fort Liberty, of course, and you've got, of course, Fayetteville, which has got some good jobs and careers there. If you enjoyed this video, please check this video right here where I talk about the pros and cons of living in Sanford, North Carolina. And if you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the Sanford area, please reach out to me. Love to help you. See you guys in the next video.